everyone, this is Skyzone Plays, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we have a update video. It will be about the next update. And if you did not know previously, Minecraft Live just happened, and we got information that the Mountains update isn't as big as we thought it was. In fact, it's two updates mixed together, and I will get to what it is shortly. First, I must tell you about what's it about. Well, nice to inform you that we are going to get the cave update. It is called the Caves and Cliffs update, and they listened to us, they listened to the community, and now we got it. We have got the amazing fabled update of the century, or whatever it is. But the point being, cave update hype today, right now. So I tell you on this momentous occasion to like and subscribe. It will help the channel out, I promise you that. And let's get to the features in this update. First, there is the mountains part. Then there is the caves part. Now the caves aren't going to be as amazing as we thought they would be. But at the same time, they pretty much are because it's caves. We've been yearning for this. The devs gave us it. We got it. And I don't think you should be complaining. So basically, what I'm really happy for is that we're actually getting a new mob. 2 new, actually. 3 more. The mob is going to be the Warden, the Axolotl, and the Goat. We also get new ores called Copper. Well, actually 1 new ore. Copper and nothing else. No new ores. But we get new biomes. And that biome is going to be cave system biomes. The mountains will be generated even better and look like Mount Everest, but like 10 of them at the same time. And generation in caves is completely revamped. And everything about it, we also, by the way, get goats. And the Warden, on the other hand, it's pretty much nightmare fuel, but at the same time, it's pretty nice. I mean, unless you stumble into its domain, then you should really question your life choices. But at that point, it's kind of cute, but also kind of scary. And villagers, they won't be getting anything. Pillagers, nothing. But there is one more thing. You know that mob vote that I was talking about? Well, that mob vote is actually going to be consisting of only the glow squid. We voted on it. I voted glow squid. You should have voted glow squid. You knew it was coming. It was inevitable. We got glow squid. Now the glow squid itself, it's kind of a big oof. We don't know much about it, and it doesn't really showcase much. One, it might actually just be a retextured squid and we made a horrible mistake. But it could also be something that we could have needed this whole time. The glow squid seems to have some sort of aura or something glow with like the Enderman's eyes, which gives me the idea of hypnotism in Minecraft. But before we get to all the big stuff, we should talk about what other features are coming in. We get the astronomers. No, we get everything basically. Anything we could have wished for. It's basically modded Minecraft, but better. We've gotten so many things in this update that we may as well just take our PCs and chuck them down the drain because Mojang used their supercomputers this time. They decided to add lightning rods, telescopes, basically anything you could have wished for. They've added so many things that Anything else, Fortnite, Roblox, everything else is a disgrace to Minecraft. Minecraft right now has outdone itself completely. We also get satchels or packs, I think they're called. We get very many things. But another thing in this is that we also have the warden. Now, the warden itself isn't very pleasing. Doesn't look pleasing either. But what we do know about it is that it's a very interesting mob. It likes to sense vibrations but has no eyes, which gives me the idea that it's a mob that will attack you, but only if you move close to it. The devs actually stated this, and it seems to be true, so we are happy now at what we have. The mob itself is actually pretty cool looking, but as some people say, it may look cute. I suggest that it looks horrible and disgusting and a disgrace. I'm sorry, but it just is, okay? Don't criticize me for any of this, but it looks horrible. It shouldn't be in this world. But hey, you don't have to take my opinion too seriously. I'm only just a regular person who is regular and was certainly not doubting what you guys were about to vote on, the Isolager. The Isolager sadly lost at a measly just like 5% more thing. It was so sad that I decided to give you guys a nice little pat on the shoulder for, even trying, because, Glow Squid always wins in the end. It's just how the life works. Sorry. But if you're thinking about taking out the Isolager, or maybe even going against the devs, or deleting Minecraft as a whole, get out of here. You're not a true Minecraft fan. True Minecraft fans, they usually like to stick around even if the devs don't put things their way. But after that measly death from an iron golem I accidentally hit, we are still trucking along. One, because that's what Skyzone plays and the viewers are like. We truck along even when the road's tough. So now we're going to come back to our death point. And basically, the Warden is like a copy of the Iron Golem, except a little bit weaker. Basically a different colored Iron Golem. That's it. Not that cool. But at the same time, incredibly strong. I mean, this thing literally... The Warden, it's not the easiest thing to survive, but it isn't the hardest. One, because of its insanely, slow movements. And two, because, it's the Warden. That name doesn't sound too threatening. To me at least. But more on the axolotls. These things are adorable. They're amazing. If Mojang didn't add them, I'm sure all of us would still be crying in that one corner. We are all eternally grateful for this thing that Mojang has given us. The axolotl, just look at it. Look at it for a second. Gaze into its eyes. Let its stare consume you. That's how adorable it is. It's like two of the cutest cats mixed together in a beautiful blossom that is the axolotl. The most beautifulest thing in the world. Now, you may think that the caves already generate good and blah blah. Well, enough about that cave rant. We have lightning rods to talk about. The lightning rods, their mechanics are pretty weird. They attract lightning, but they also only work during thunderstorms, I'm pretty sure. And that's the problem. When are we ever going to need a lightning rod? I'm not saying that you shouldn't use the lightning rod, but I'm just saying that it's not the smartest way to use the update. You should use the lightning rod only when you really need it. Like, if your house is made of wool or wood, that you should start considering to, take that into account. But the problem is that we overuse some parts of the update a little too much. And doing that gives us this weird sense of we own the world kind of thing. But really, we don't, because it's the world. We wouldn't be here right now in this temple thing if the villagers somehow didn't build this. So that's why I'm glad that Minecraft has these features that you can't really take advantage of. Sure, there are iron farms and things like that, things that technically go against Minecraft law, but at the same time, we're technically against the law at the same time. We're really not meant to exist in Minecraft, since everything else, we don't see more of our kind in Minecraft. But that could be saved for another lore breakdown video. We're talking about the Isolager, all that stuff. So you may be wondering, how did the Isolager lose? Well, they actually had on Minecon that mob update thing. They were going to add one mob, and sadly the Moon Bloom didn't get voted in. It lost by so much that we don't even talk about it. The good part, though, is that made up for more space to come in for another mob. So that brought us down to our two last mobs, the Isolager and the, get ready for it, the Glow Squid. These two mobs were literally like the best mobs ever to have existed. Until, sadly, we voted out the Isolager. Now, Isolager fans, don't feel sad. This thing, this monstrosity you were going to vote for, wasn't good anyway. I'm just going to give you the facts. It wasn't good anyway. It wasn't meant to have existed. It never did, and we don't talk about it ever again. One, because of its horrible Isolager benefits and stuff. Now, I get it. Ice Farm, boom. You got everything you need, literally. But at the same time, there are other things that we can do. Ice farms can be built on mountains, which are basically the center of attention in this update. And two, when are you ever going to really need ice? I get that you could use ice for a bunch of farms and, things, but do you really need that many? I'm just asking, because the farms that we use now can basically give us anything we want. It just takes a bunch of patience and a matter of time, and boom, you got yourself a nice looking farm. But in other cases, you don't get that. Instead, you get something else, like, for example, an iron farm. It gives you iron, and you also need ice for it, but generally, it's the same thing. All you're paying for, basically, is your grinding work and nothing else. That's why I personally don't do iron farms. They're not efficient, to me at least, and they take way too long to build. As for the new mechanics in this update, they're actually pretty cool. Not a pun, actually. No pun intended. Because the Isolager, it's a cool guy. It's nice and cool, but it's not the best thing. It's just another illager. But anyway, off my rant of illagers, I've gone too far. There's also something else. The buckets or satchels, whatever they're called, actually can be given as gifts. The economy in Minecraft is going to skyrocket, I tell you. It's going to go from 25% of people to 10,000% of people. We already see how things are on the Hermitcraft server, or literally any server with economy. It's a pretty good thing with fair prices, so, and a whole lot of non-cheating and super honest stuff. But another thing, we almost died, is that economy is like literally everything. In Minecraft, let's say I trade you a bucket for a pail of water. You could always go to the nearest river and buy, you could always go to the nearest river and just scoop up some water and get yourself a bucket. And really, it's just stocks. You're not getting anything, but at the same time, you kind of are. It just is really weird how it works. But now, with the satchels and economy thing, we can now get literally anything we want. It's basically shulkers, but less expensive. The combat update is also coming with this mountains update. But, fun fact, the axolotl was actually given from a certain Minecraft developer, and they showed it to the studio, and everyone fell in love with it. I could see why. It's one of the most amazing looking things. They generate in lush caves, which you'll be shown in a second, are one of the most coolest things. Just kidding, no lush caves because they're not in Minecraft yet. Haha. You could always look at Twitter on their Twitter page, and you probably could scroll down and see a few of the update features. Now, a few things about this update. It's not a very big one, but at the same time, it's not too small. It's just right. And oh my gosh, is this the best seed ever? Look at this. Look at how much stuff we have. This is like amazing. Sorry, there's a certain thing going on right now, but yeah, just pretend we didn't hear that. Oh. Anyway, that's basically what the cave sounds in Minecraft are going to sound like. And am I sure I'm not playing in the next update? Look at those mountains. They look very good in that cave system back there at the very start, that cliff. Pretty good too. I hope I'm dreaming, but I think we're in, what's it called? The Cliffs and Caves update already. We should get something to eat though. We're about to starve. Literally. Let's eat an apple. It's not like it's gonna help us at all, but it might help us regain some speed. And carrots, don't need those. Literally everything in here is not good. I could always eat beetroot, but I'll just settle for some nice pork chops. Come on, pork chops, come to me. Oh, beefy. You're such a nice thing. Anyway, the thing about the axolotls, a really nice thing, is that you can kind of tame them, but you can't. It's a weird mechanic how it works, but I'll try to explain it. They're nice predators, and they'll attack any kind of fish that comes by. It can be a tropical fish, it could be Nemo, it could be anything. They'll attack it. Every single thing in Minecraft isn't necessarily going to be the nicest thing, but that doesn't mean it's going to be the worst. And that's where the balance from cute to cute but terrifying comes in. The way that the axolotl works is very cute, but it still retains that dark side, you know what I mean? Like as you can think about, the warden and the goat, they're not the cutest looking things, but they're not the ugliest. They're just themselves. The warden is meant for it's only doing what it needs to do for its survival. It needs to look bad, so you don't mess with it. There's also something else called a strek or a shriek or whatever it's called. And what it does is that it's like Wi-Fi. It basically sends out Wi-Fi like crazy. The Wi-Fi that it sends out is basically movement. Whenever you move near it, or whenever it senses movement, it usually likes to send to another Shrek or Sleek or Shrek, whatever it's called, a Skruck. But basically, what it does is you could put these in power lines for wireless redstone. This redstone, and on the other hand, is pretty advanced. But that's, I'm afraid, all we have time for in this video. I hope you have enjoyed it, the breakdown. I'm hoping to do a more fuller breakdown for the next Minecraft Festival thing. But we'll end this on a nice note by raiding a temple and being the stonks people that we are. Okay, here we are. Nice and good, being our stonks people as we are. And let's make sure we have enough. And there it is. Let's actually mine out every single piece of this thing except for the middle, because the middle's not good. Now, I don't think that's enough. We don't have enough blocks, so just gonna take these out nice and politely. Take out the support beams. Hopefully this doesn't fall on me. Take out these. And in case you were wondering what the seed was, I'll include it in the description to copy or do whatever you want. And there we go. That's horrible. Don't even need that. Golden apple. Emeralds. And diamonds. Knew it. Oh. Piercing. Nice to know. Anyway, let's block our way up here. Get all the way up here. And we did have enough blocks. I just misplaced the last one. We could have always pillared our way out or something like that, but I'm not that person. So here we go. Out of the temple we are. And once we see the day of the light or the light of the day, we will come on down and do our nice earthly things. And the video has ended. Let's get spin in the face by a llama, actually. Spin me. Ow.